Hey, so today I want to talk to you guys about more of my college stories because I've got a million of these. I could go on with these for a while, so maybe I should start covering them more often. So today I want to talk about the computer I got. So back in the '90s, we had a family computer. I think we bought it in like 90, 93 or something like that, and it was just. Uh, it was a 486 at the time. So in college, there's a whole bunch of computer labs in different buildings, and so if you wanted to access the internet, or if you wanted to access your email or anything like that, you had to go to one of these computer labs. Well, obviously at certain times they're going to be more busy than others, and so you just have to walk around campus from one lab to another to try to find a computer lab that had an open terminal. So I did that about 6 months, but I really wanted my own computer. A friend of mine worked at Gateway Computer at the time, and he recommended a computer for me to purchase, and it cost about $1,500. Can you believe that? $1,500. And it was just a 120 with a CD-ROM, and I think it came with speakers. But other than that, there obviously a monitor, keyboard, mouse. But other than that, there wasn't much else to it. But I loved it, and I took it out to college, and but the thing is that obviously I used it for things that were not computer or school related. So yeah, I didn't have to go to the labs anymore. I could do everything right from my own dorm room. But I started getting into programs. So first thing is I got into Quake, and I started playing Quake on the network with some of my friends. There's also ICQ, and I can't remember if I got into ICQ right away or if that's something that came like maybe a year later. Because I also know that I used to download MP3s, but I know that came later. So I think that I started doing that in '97. And burning CDs, like downloading a whole bunch of MP3s, getting enough for a CD, and then burning it onto a CD, that would have come later as well. So just at the time, I think I was just playing Quake and browsing around the internet. So other things I did is people would circulate jokes through email, and I got on one of their lists. So, and a lot of these emails were obviously engineering related and computer related and tech related and stuff like that, but it covered everything. All parts of life. So I got on that and I collected these, and I still have them to this very day. And one of the things I did is I took all these joke emails and put them on my webpage, which I also created, editing a text file with simple HTML at the time. And it had JavaScript, and it had frames, and it had Java on it, and everything that web pages had in 1996. So let's see, what else? But yeah, I had this computer. I can't remember what happened to this computer, but obviously over time I got new computers and better computers and upgraded, and I can't remember whatever happened to that 120, and I think it just had like either like 16 megs of RAM or 32 megs of RAM or something like that. And remember I was saying how I would download all these MP3s and burn them on the CD. Well, I didn't have a CDR at the time, so I had to have someone else do it. And there's several different ways that I would accomplish that. One was to take out the hard drive, take it to the person that had a CDR, and he would hook up the hard drive and do it that way. We also would have zip drives, zip disks, and they're like 100 megs each. So you'd fill one, or I think I had a few, so you'd fill a few, transfer it, download them, and repeat. Something else I did is try to transfer them over the network, but that took a while. Let's see, what other ways did we... I think those were the main ones that I did. But eventually in time, I did end up getting a CDR. And once I got a CDR, then I could make my own, and I could make backups of the ones that I already had and stuff like that. And then after CDR, I went to DVD-R, and over time I just stopped doing that because computers became reliable. They don't crash every day like they used to. And my current hard drive is like 2 terabytes or something like that. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to fill that thing. And I do have an external hard drive where I back everything up, and then like flash drives where I back up that. I've already talked about how I back things up in a previous video. So I reached a point where, and also when it comes to like music, you got Spotify, and when it comes to movies, you got Netflix and Disney Plus and stuff like that. So we've reached a point where we don't even need to back everything up continuously, like on CD like I once did. So if I stopped doing it. I think the last DVD-R that I burnt was back in like 2012 or something like that. But I'm getting off topic. So yeah, college days, I got a lot of stories and had a lot of fun, but also some sad stories too. So